Hey everyone, so this is just me making a vlog. I don't normally do these often, but yeah. So it's Mother's Day, and uh, this past March was 5 years as my mom passed from cancer, and ever since then, life just hadn't been the same. People will tell you who's lost their parents that you know it's a grieving process, and it's a process that lasts through your whole life after, and it's not something you can just let go of or forget, because it's your parents, the ones you grew up with that raised you and taught you everything and you know, um, I was very fortunate to have the parents that I did. Um, like my mom, she taught me always to be kind and tolerant of others, and no one's perfect, and I know I'm sure as hell not. Um, but yeah, like it's you know a lot of people, like particularly on days like today, like Mother's Day or holidays, it's really difficult because you want to see them, you want to spend the day with them, because they're that great that they deserve their day to be happy and appreciated, which it should be an everyday thing anyway. But Mother's Day and their birthdays, it's really important. And with it's it's always something that you're gonna struggle with, you know, especially when you have great parents, as I did. And like, my mom, she would do anything for me. She had a lot of bad health problems and in her blood clots in her leg, back problems, and mental problems. As far as depression, and I'm not going to go into all that, but we fought a lot, especially that last year because my dad died way before, and it was really difficult. Like I shut her out because I didn't want to talk about it. I just want to be by myself, and I still regret it a lot, because like that was our last year that we had, and it was horrible because constant fighting, and my mom she was upset too, because she did love my dad even though they were split up, but it was they were great friends through the years, since you know from when I was from the time they split up when I was like 7 and then on, you know, it was just always difficult for me to see her in pain, and you know just I mean she was always in the bed a lot, and she didn't like to go anywhere really, and it was just really difficult to see that because when you love someone so much you don't want to see them in pain. And you know I normally go walking a lot, to clear my head and try to get fresh air and stuff. And I try to encourage her to get the same, go out and, you know, stand through the pain, I guess. But I haven't lived that pain. So it's like, I mean, I can't just say it's easy because it's not. But anyway, it's just, I don't know, everything is a constant reminder of how things went south and just so bad so quickly between us because we were so close, like inseparable. And then, that happened with my dad, with cancer as well. And, me and my dad were never as close as my mom because when they split up, my mom got custody and he lived in South Carolina. And, I only got to see him in the summertime because my mom couldn't drive that far because of her health problems. And my dad, he was working all the time at day's end as a maintenance guy. And, but yeah, so anyway, I get off topic, but it's just, I don't know, I guess appreciate the time you have and try to, pick your battles, how they say, and it's really true because, you never know how much time you're going to have with your parents or anyone. And, it just goes by so quickly, and it's something you don't really think of that you're going to lose your parent because, I don't know, it's just a thought really consider them passing away. But when it finally happens, it's like, a light goes on or off, and then next thing you know, you're alone. And, even when she was in hospice, like, I really didn't even think that I thought she was going to pull through because I've seen how much she did before and all her daily struggles with her health, and I'm like, she can pull through this too. And I kept trying to convince myself that she's gonna make it. And you all know hospice is the place where it's the last resort, and it's like uh, whenever I came home from eating dinner with my friends, she was sitting out on the bathroom floor when I got home, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And so I called the ambulance, and they picked her up, and then the doctor told me basically she had 2 weeks to live, and like she was just gotten so frail in the past 2 years, and I never considered or thought of it because she never told me, and she told me her health wasn't better, but she never specified, so I didn't know. I figured she would tell me, but she was trying to keep me safe, I guess, and to not worry me about losing her too. But I really wish she did. But I understand why, and there's no way to prepare for something like this anyway. But yeah, it's just for those out there that still have a mother that actually do have a good relationship, or if they don't, try to build that bond, but if it's just not meant to be, if the mom's not there for you, then it's different. But if there's, something between y'all, like as far as, you know, y'all caring for each other, like, um, a daughter or son and mother should, you know, try to make it work and try to focus on the good times and not fighting and just, walking away when you have an argument or if you feel something, like you want to argue, walk it off. That's what I do. And, or do whatever, try to stay happy and, not use hurtful words, like, whatever. Because you'll regret it in the end. And she even told me that, and I did. I still regret it so much about what I said. Things, and especially, well, like, I tell her how I miss her, I miss seeing her happy. I miss seeing her going places and stuff, and doing stuff, and her just being happy with life. And she wasn't. She was just, I guess, because she knew her time was up, I guess. I just want to acknowledge my mom at this moment and just thank her, you know, and just let people know how important it is to, be there for each other and, appreciate the time you do have because it's limited and you don't know how long you're going to have. And, I just hope that someone can take something from this as far as just enjoying what you have. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.